Okay, time to take a look at the mirror dash cam. That is pretty cool. So we got a button on the bottom. Looks like we got microphones or speakers. Nothing on the right, nothing on the left. On the top, we've got an input for GPS, a compact flash card, audio, video, so this is going to be for the reverse camera, and the power. So the camera does pivot, and you can pull it in and out depending on the size of your rear view mirror. Got a couple of clips on the left and right, but one of the things I like to see about it is it actually has a cushion on here to make sure it's not going to be damaging the glass if you put this on. And I like that it also just works as a mirror if that's how you want to use it. We got a car power adapter, so if we want to, you can plug this directly into our car outlet, and then we got a USB-C plug on the other side. We got our GPS module, so we can actually use that to track the speed that we're going. So in the event that we need to bring that to court to prove how fast we're going, we can actually do that. We got a trim tool, we got a cleaning cloth. They actually gave us 4 of these rubber clips, so we can just take this and wrap it around the back like that, so we're not going to have to worry about damaging the mirror because this is just a nice soft rubber. I like that they gave us 2 extras, so we got plenty of these things in case we lose one. And it comes with a micro SD card. This is a 4C brand, and it is 32 gigabytes. And we got a rear camera with a nice long cable on it. Comes with 2 3M adhesive pads so that we can just stick that directly onto our window. We got a couple of screws so we can screw that into the headliner if we want to. So I'll plug in the rear camera, plug in the GPS. And I'm just going to use a regular USB-C plug to supply power for now. Okay. So that is currently showing the front camera. Let's go ahead and format. Cool, so it is actually telling us which direction this camera is pointed. Neat. So the reverse camera does work right out of the box. We don't have to worry about plugging in that red cord to power. So as long as we got it plugged in, we're already ready to go. And it looks like it's already recording too. So basically, as soon as we supply this thing with power, it's going to start recording. Neat. So we can see the front and the rear camera. We can see just the front, or we can see just the rear. That's interesting. So it looks like swiping down will reduce the brightness, swiping up increases the brightness. And then we just tap it and that will change the display. So we can lock it. So that way if we want to make sure it doesn't overwrite this file, so if it's a very important file, we don't have to worry about that. So we can start and stop recording, and we can take pictures. We can mute the mic. Oh, neat. Okay, so let's take a look at the files. It does have a speaker on it. Cool, so it is actually telling us which direction this camera is pointed. Nice. It's currently 2.5 and 1080. We can change that to 1080 and 1080 if we want to. And we can change how long we want those video files to be. I'm going to put it on the max of 3 minutes. Light source 50 hertz, so if you got LEDs in your car or something like that and they flash at a certain frequency, and if it's flickering, you can change the hertz that is going to record at. I'm just going to leave it at 50. G sensor. That's neat. So if your vehicle gets into a collision, so if this thing feels a bump, it will automatically record. It also has parking mode, so we can just use G sensor for that, or we can just use time lapse. So it'll just take a picture occasionally and make one large time lapse. I'm going to keep that on G sensor. WDR, recording, of course we want that. Video watermark, and rear mirror. System settings, stream media, volume settings, start up sound. So if you don't want to hear that little jingle every time this thing turns on, we can turn that off. Key tone, so turn that off and now you're not going to hear it whenever I'm putting my finger on the screen. Auto power off, screen sleep, speed unit. Right now it's in kilometers per hour. I want to change that to miles per hour. And if you find that your car is actually traveling at a speed that is different than what the GPS is reporting, we can adjust that right here. English, time zone, voice control, satellite date and time, version, and then restore factory defaults. Cool.